Good afternoon, everyone. Brett and I are on our way to Riverside in just a few minutes to go to Castle Park for their Happy Hauntings event. It is $20 per person. You get Ghost Golf, which is miniature golf with a Halloween theme. You get a open air terror trail, arcade games, and some food and drinks. We will also be checking out to see how they are responding with the COVID restrictions. So with that, let's get going. All right, so we are here. It doesn't look too busy yet. Time will tell. The Trail of Terror opens at 7, so maybe it will get a little bit busier then, but so far so good, light crowds. And since we have online reservations, we just head up through this entrance right over here. And right when you come in, we have temperature checks, and then we'll go right over here. I'm not sure where to get our tickets. So a problem right out of the gate is...
Right into the gate.
Or right into the gate is a lot of people are not wearing their masks. I feel like this pandemic isn't happening right now with everybody walking super close to us. I don't know, I don't feel very safe right now. There was a worker who just told a couple to put their masks on when they're up in the patio, but we will see how the rest of the night goes. So far, I'm gonna have to give this a 3 on safety.
Or if they are wearing it, they're wearing it under their nose. So
Yes.
Like they're not wearing it.
Pretty much. So for the Happy Hauntings event, you get a wristband for unlimited ghost golf. So you could do that now, you could do it later. You just have to return the clubs before you go down to the carnival games or the terror trail. But then when you return, you could miniature golf more. And then we also have these vouchers for a snack, carnival games, 2, and then a terror trail walkthrough. And a beautiful peacock is about to ruin our game. An organ player on a carriage with its trusty steed and jester on top of the roof near the entrance. An awesome looking wagon.
I like your wagon.
I like your wagon. We're now entering the ride park. But in the ride park, no rides are open except the Trail of Terror, which opens at 7 o'clock. And throughout the Castle Park, they have hand sanitizer stations. But I don't think we saw any on the miniature golf course. So bring your own sanitizer, because picking the ball up out of the hole, you don't know where other people's hands have been, so it's better to be safe than sorry. And then cool Castle Dark merchandise, jackets, short shorts, tank tops. Then down in this area, it looks like we have the terror trail. When we were miniature golfing, there were families that weren't staying away from us. They just kept rushing to the next hole behind us. So we had to step to the side and let them go by. I know Castle Park can't right now, but it'd be nice if there were attendants throughout the miniature golf courses to spread everyone out. So over by the entrance, there's a snack bar. We were going to get our hot dog and drink, but I guess if you come down to the Terror Trail area, there's the Plaza Cafe where you get your food and drinks, or at least the hot dog and drinks. So that's where we're gonna go right now. Then down this way, to the left of the Dragon Swing, it's all chained off. This is usually where the haunt would be, or at least the last time I came when it was Chambers of the Mausoleum. So all of this is closed down. due to the pandemic. The Evergreen Mortuary.
Oh, I love it.
So the lighting's kind of bad right now, but we are in line for the Trail of Terror, or the Terror Trail. So we've been hearing a lot of screams, so we're excited to get in there and check it out for ourselves.
Like, I was taking on to, he's calling me. Yeah, no love, guys.
So we just finished the Trail of Terror. I really enjoyed it for what it was. It's an open air, as you saw in the video, outside haunt. The monsters were very spread out away from us. They had barricades to keep the monsters away. My only problem with the trail was the person letting people in was letting people in too quickly. So we were let in about a minute or so after the group in front of us, but then the group behind us was let in about 20 seconds or 30 seconds than we were. So the people behind us caught up to us really quickly, and there was nobody to help spread the groups out. So that was the only downfall in my opinion. It was really dark in there. It was a lot of fun. I thought everything and everyone did a great job. All the monsters were fantastic. I would give it about probably a 7 out of 10 based on the whole experience. But with the safety protocols, I'd give it about a 3 or a 2, because with the group behind us, I didn't feel safe in there with COVID happening.
I mean, just in general, the maze is cool. I like that, but the whole event in general, I would give it like a 2 or 3. Yeah, I know.
So besides this very haunted house that you could miniature golf in, it doesn't seem like there is a lot of theming or ghost golf activity going on. I think the ghost golf is just you being able to miniature golf at night. All right, so we're back in our car. We would normally do the review there, but we just did not feel safe at all. So what time is it right now? 8:02. The Trail of Terror opened at 7 an hour ago. Besides the Trail of Terror, which was fantastic, I just did not feel safe here. I understand there were some people trying to tell others to wear your mask properly, over your nose, wear it in general, but people just weren't. And there's no one going around to enforce the rules
That we saw.
They
might not have enough manpower.
Yes, I understand that Castle Park is a small park, so with COVID happening, it's difficult to bring in a lot of people because they're probably not generating enough money to hire more people. But the same people we kept seeing walking by us were not social distancing from us, were not wearing our mask properly or at all, and I just felt very unsafe. Like, safety-wise,
0. Okay, 1.
I'll give it a 1
Because they had signs up.
For the hand sanitizing stations, the social distancing place markers on the floor, and Heather trying to get people to wear their masks. But it takes more than Heather to get that done. So safety-wise, this was a hard and easy 1. So I give the Trail of Terror a 6. I give it a 6 because I give credit to all the monsters that were able to scare in there. I give it for the scenery because with what they were able to do, it looked fantastic. Fantastic. Ran out of breath. So I give it a 6 because it is a very difficult time. You're not able to do much. So with what they were able to do, it was a lot of fun. I did get scared, but I do give it a 6. How about you?
I give it a 6. They tried their best to make it safe. I think maybe if they let in one group at a time in the maze, it'd be better, because the people that were let in like 30 seconds after us were like on our butt towards the end. So
when we got to the front, the guy that was pacing it, he was doing it about a minute and a half between each group, so that the groups wouldn't be able to catch up with each other. So right when we get up to the front, of course it's us, they switch out, or the guy switches out with a lady, and the guy was telling the lady, 60 seconds is what I've normally been doing it. You just take their ticket, just explaining what he's been doing. So right when he leaves, the lady asks us, so that's been 60 seconds, right? I don't know. So I said, give it about 10 more seconds. So 10 seconds go by, we're let in, and then right after the first scare, not right after the first scare, a little bit after the first scare, we hear the first scare again, and the group behind us is
approaching.
Yeah, quickly on our tails. And by the time we got halfway through, the group behind us was already with us. So,
like they tried, but it kind of failed.
yes. If there was somebody in there and somebody around the park to enforce social distancing, enforcing mask wearing, so on and so forth, I think this event would be a lot more successful. And also, with the video as you saw with us leaving, this isn't Castle Park's
fault. No.
But
they probably didn't have like the people to stand outside.
Yes. As you saw by all the feet, no one was social distancing. So the guests here think that nothing is going on. It's just another day out in the semi-good old US of A.
Like, I think it could be possible to do these things, but safely, but people ruin it for everyone else.
Yeah. So this is why I give Urban Legends Haunt such a high grade, and why LA Haunted Hayride, we didn't have the best experience there because there weren't a lot of monsters, a high grade, because I felt safe.
Yeah.
And being in my car, I'm not worried about people behind me, people on the side of me, or people in front of me getting too close, where I'm not able to enjoy myself.
Yeah. We didn't even golf at night like we wanted to. There were so many people.
We were thinking about golfing at night. With the miniature golf, for me, I give it a 3. Not because it was bad, not because it was boring. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
We had fun. But again, no one to enforce social distancing, so people behind us were catching up to us quickly. People were not wearing their masks. So we kind of just gave up. And we waited until nighttime to see if Ghost Golf was spooky or had any Halloween decorations, but we didn't see any, so we just decided to head out. With the event as a whole, I have to give it a 4. Again, we're not blaming Castle Park for this because they did the best that they could do under these circumstances, but guest-wise, it really put a damper on our time. But I give all the credit to the workers for what they could do. And we didn't even do the carnival games because when we got out of the Trail of Terror and we were walking by, you'll see in the video, it was just groups and groups of people where I didn't even want to try to do the carnival games because I did not feel safe. And there's no other way for us to get out of there except going through these people. So I just felt, I felt unsafe.
I don't want to give it a bad grade because of the people.
Like the workers or the guests?
The guests. I don't know. I think a 3. It was kind of unorganized. Like, I don't know. They only sold certain things at certain stands, right?
Yes.
But there was like no signage. And like we had little coupon for hot dogs. And so we're waiting at the snack bar and then we're like, somebody told us, no, it's down, you know, at the other end.
At the cafe by the Trail of Terror.
And like there's no signage. So,
but if you want popcorn and if you're at the cafe at the Trail of Terror, you have to get the popcorn over at the miniature golf concession stand. So it'd be nice if they had a sign that said, get your popcorn here, get your hot dog here.
They tried, but it just gets ruined by people.
Yes. So kudos to you, Castle Park. You have a great event going on. It's really the guests that ruin it.
Sorry.
If crowds weren't an issue, would this be worth $20?
For sure. Because, you know, for $20 you get the unlimited golfing and that scare maze.
The Trail of Terror.
The Trail of Terror. Yeah, $20 is worth it.
Yeah, and then you also get, you could either get Dippin' Dots, popcorn and a drink, or a hot dog and a drink. I got the hot dog and the drink. The hot dog was pretty good. It was a basic hot dog, but for $20 and a snack, and then carnival games as well, you get to play 2 carnival games, as you could see in the little ticket thing that I showed earlier. I think it's absolutely worth $20, but it's getting so crowded that we just weren't feeling safe there. So worth the $20, not worth getting a deadly disease.